What are your top 5 hardcore weapons?
Can I go first on that one?
Sure, go ahead.
Just so we can snake it.
Yeah.
Number 5, the Cinder block. I know it's fairly new, but I remember seeing the Cinder block being used for the first time on some deathmatch shows and being like, holy, and they don't have the money for a prop Cinder block on those shows. So I don't know what they're doing in AEW sometimes, but on those shows, that was some real Cinder blocky stuff. And
Cinder blocky.
And the guys taking Cinder blocks like chair shots. It was wild. And then I saw in AEW, some guy took a cop killer, or what's that? The hurricane.
Oh, vertebreaker?
Yeah, on a Cinder block. I was like, God damn,
That's great.
All right,
They build homes with those things. Buildings.
Yeah. The fire table, because of the Dudley Boys.
Oh, yeah.
Big fan of the fire table. Any fire spot, really, I'm a big fan of. The fork, which I mentioned before. Homicide was a big fan of the fork. I wish someone in WWE would bring back the fork. I think it's a cool thing.
Yeah.
The old school barbed wire. I was gonna say barbed wire bat, but the truth is I just like barbed wire. I like barbed wire matches.
On its own.
Yeah, no rope barbed wire matches are like one of my favorite gimmick matches. Big fan of the barbed wire. Number 1, all time, no questions asked. Very specific, not to Kendo stick. The Singapore cane from the Sandman. The Singapore cane.
Yeah, there's a difference.
ECW, Singapore cane, Metallica and the Sandman comes in, pop, 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 just popping everyone in the crowd. Maybe breaking the cane, getting a new one somehow. Cracking Sabu, breaking Sabu's jaw, all that good stuff. Singapore cane is probably my favorite weapon to watch.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, for my top 5 hardcore weapons, I like the simplicity of these weapons, and my list is very simple.
Okay.
Number 5 is the shopping cart. I love the shopping cart because you can fill it up with a bunch of stuff. You can ram it into a guy. Right. You can use it to get down the ramp faster if you wanted, jumping into it. Who was the one where they put another wrestler in the shopping cart and shoved them down the ramp?
Was that Raven went in the shopping cart?
Recall.
I think Raven. Maybe was it the triple threat at WrestleMania 17 with him, Big Show, and Kane? I feel like he was in the shopping cart at one point.
And they just pushed him down, right?
Yeah.
I gotta look back at that.
Yeah. Maybe Crash Holly or something.
Crash Holly. Oh,
he used to bring it out.
Number 4 is the good old 2x4.
Sure.
Cinder blocks, 2x4s. You build homes with these things. Yes. Hacksaw Jim Dugan. And then number 3 is going to be not the Singapore, but the Kendo stick.
Okay.
I just love the sound of a Kendo stick.
Sure.
And number 2 is the good old trusty trash can.
Okay.
You could hit people with it. You could put them on top of it. You can put them in it. I think my favorite person using a trash can would be Shane.
Yeah.
Just putting it at the end of the ring and jumping from the other end. And then number 1 is the folding chair.
Classic. Oh, yeah, classic.
Classic.
Yeah, it's hard to beat.
So that's my top 5.
All right. Well, I'm going to go number 5, the cookie sheet, which I think we were just saying. I want to say Crash Holly is the one who brought the cookie sheet, into play, when he used to bring out all the weapons before his matches. I'm going to go number 4 with Thumbtacks. Love when Thumbtacks are introduced. There's a lot of iconic hardcore matches that feature Thumbtacks, obviously, and the first thing that comes to mind when you mention Thumbtacks in wrestling to me is the Hell in a Cell with Taker and Foley. Number 3, and this is one that it depends how it is used, but glass. Okay? And I'll point to you one that I like, and the Ian Rotten, Axel Rotten Taipei death match.
That's a good one.
With the taped fist with glass. That's such a unique idea for a match. The match itself is okay. Yeah, but just seeing them get the nicks all over their head with the blood, it was like, holy shit, this is a cool idea. Number 2, I'm gonna go flaming table. I'm also a big flaming table. There's nothing like when that, it's always the valet or something comes out and does the gas on it, and you're just like, oh, here we fucking go.
It's
usually going to backfire as well, which is the best part. And then I'm gonna go number 1. Anything wrapped in barbed wire, an object, a bat, a sledgehammer, a chair. I like when the weapon is wrapped in barbed wire. It adds to the absurdity of the whole thing, because who was it that spent that time wrapping the barbed wire and then placing it under a ring for someone? Yeah, the poor PA who probably didn't even have gloves on while he was doing it.
Cutting their fingers
He's all fucking bloody when he's done. Yeah, so anything wrapped in barbed wire.